Today I'll talk about document control, SOP writing, and contents of quality manual. This is with reference to a clinical laboratory. So document is any information on instruction which include, for example, policy statements, textbooks, procedures, specifications, calibration table, biological reference intervals, charts, poster, notices, memoranda, software, drawing, plans, and documents of external origin such as regulations, standards, or examination procedures. The laboratories can define, document, and maintain procedures to control all documents and information that form its quality documentation. So, this is document control. A copy of each of these control documents shall be archived for later reference, and the laboratory director shall define the retention period, how long the document need to be retained. These control documents may be maintained on any appropriate medium, including or not paper. National, regional, and local regulations concerning document retention may apply. All documents issued to laboratory personnel are part of quality management system and are reviewed and approved by authorized personnel prior to issue. A list, which is referred to as document control log, identifying the current valid revision and their distribution is maintained. Only currently authorized version of appropriate documents are available for use. Documents are periodically reviewed and revised when necessary and approved by authorized personnel. Invalid or obsolete documents are promptly removed from all point of use or otherwise assured against inadvertent use. In the laboratory documentation control system, uh, allows for the amendment of document by hand pending the reissue of documents. The procedure and authorities for such amendment by hand are defined, while amendments are clearly marked, initialed, and dated, and a revised document is formally reissued as soon as practicable. Procedures are established to describe how changes to document maintained in computerized system are to be made and controlled. So document should be uniquely identified, and the information included in the document are title of the document, edition or current revision date or revision number, number of pages where applicable, authority for use, and source identification. So this is example of document which is a document of National Accreditation Board for Testing and Calibration Laboratories, India. This is the title of document. This is issue number, issue date, amendment number, and amendment date. So this is the identification information of document. This is the amendment sheet of the same document. It clearly defined page number, clause number, date of amendment, amendment made, reasons of amendment, then signatures of concerned persons. Now we come on to writing of an SOP. SOP is standard operating procedures. SOP have a header, a footer, a body, and end of SOP and annexures if any. So SOP header. SOP header include name and logo of organization or laboratory, title of SOP, code of SOP, edition or revision number, current revision date. SOP footer should include effective date, current page number, and total pages. Body of SOP include purpose of SOP. This is, for example, a reception document, then scope of SOP and responsibility. So this is taken, for example, of a SOP kept at reception desk of a clinical laboratory. Responsibility staff responsible for the procedure include physician, lab technician, and supporting staff. This is actually an example of an SOP. So body of SOP also include definition, abbreviations, procedure, steps of procedure, record maintenance related to the procedure results, precautions, and references. End of SOP include by whom the SOP is prepared, name and signature, and by whom the SOP was approved, name and signature, and there are annexures if any. So this is about standard operating procedure SOP. Then we come on to contents of quality manual. So the table of contents of quality manual for a medical laboratory might be as follows. It include introduction, description of medical laboratory, its legal identity, resources, and main duties. Then quality policy of the laboratory, staff education and training, quality assurance, document control, as we have seen, records and maintenance and archiving of records, accommodation and environment. It include environmental factors in which the laboratory procedures are done. Then instruments, reagents, and relevant consumable management, validation of examination procedure, safety of the staff in laboratory, as well as patients. Then environmental aspects, example transportation, consumable and waste disposable. Uh, Other things include research and development, if appropriate for a particular laboratory, list of examination procedures, request protocols, primary sample collection and handling of laboratory samples, validation of results, quality control, including interlaboratory comparison, laboratory information system, reporting of results, remedial action and handling of complaints. This is very important. Then communications and other interactions with patient, health professional, referral laboratories and suppliers, internal audit information and ethics. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.